Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the first Let's Paint of the year, as last video one of these was back in June for next Mirror Universe. So today we're going to be painting a Commissar or Lord Commissar. You basically follow the scheme for this, for both, and in this part we're just going to start with all of the base colours. So for this I'll be using a Army Painter base coating brush, the red marked one, and the first colour we're going to begin with is Citadel Base Astronomical Grey, or Citadel Base Celestra Grey. So let's get started. So basically just going to paint put these in, be the base coats of all the other colours at the moment. So we're going to begin by painting this on the inside of the cloak or trench coat, ready for the pale yellow colour to give it like that woolly appearance to it. So it doesn't matter if this goes everywhere on the mini, it's just the base coat at the moment. We're just trying to get him on there, and for some reason my primer's flaking again, which it shouldn't do considering I sprayed this in a warm environment. So we'll just begin by painting on the Astronomical Grey onto the trench coat, like so. And then we're going to be I hate it when it does that. It's probably because it's quite cold in here at the moment. So just gonna begin by painting this one to the inside. I haven't done this for a while, I just remembered how awkward this was to do on camera. So let's try and get this to stick. Not going so well at the moment. Okay, that appears to be sticking a bit better. Probably have to put some heat onto this just to get it to stick. So I'm trying to do it as neat as possible. At the moment I'm doing it quite rough because I'm really struggling to paint with the camera in the way. So we need on the trench coat. All my Commissars are roughly, I'm dropping models again. Typical. Oh, this is going awful so far. Okay, I'm just gonna give up with that until later. So it's basically just gonna continue with priming the inside of the trench coat. So get all the inside done. Let's make sure I haven't missed any parts of it. A little bit in by here, some by this side. This is the classic original Commissar model, which is a ball pistol. I like these because you can claim these have a power weapon of some sort without having to worry about sculpting onto the model. So that's the upside of doing this Commissar. Now, while we're here with this base colour, I like just to run over with the eyes of Astronomical Grey, and you will see why at a later point in time. So just like that, this just it makes painting the eyes a lot easier for me. It's one of my ways of doing it. Other people have their own ways. I'm quite happy with doing that. So that's the first base coat done at the moment. So now we're going to begin with the reds, and I've just realised I just start my brush into a frozen paint pot again. Oh, I hate frozen paint pots. The joys of living in Wales. Okay, so we're 4 minutes into this. The next colour you'll need is Mephiston Red or Mechrite Red. This will be for the red base colours. So give that a shake. Pop them open. get a bit on the brush for now. I haven't got my wet palette open, so this may prove a bit difficult to do. Move that out of the way, don't break that. So we're basically going to start by painting up all the things red. Now there is a bit of a sash underneath his armour, but yes, I'll start by painting that red. There. I believe that's a sash. Looks like it. I'll have to refer to the codex once I've done this part of the video. Then we're going to paint all the cuffs and the hat red. I don't even know what they call these hats, officer hats or something. I don't know. That's one part of military organisation I never can remember. It's what they call those type of hats which generals to wear. So anybody can answer, that'd be great. So get this bit done. That's that cuff done there. Get this cuff by here done. More flaking from the primer. Shouldn't be doing that, don't know why it is. That should stop now once we get some colour onto him. And what else am I dropping? Pink cottons. As much as I prepare for my videos, they always seem to fuck up somehow. So we're going to begin by painting up. Don't worry about it if you get a bit on the jacket. This is just the base coats for the time being. We'll be picking out details towards the end. So there's still base coating for the finer details, but we'll be picking those right out at the end of this part of this painting tutorial. So let's get that bit done. Anything else that should be red? Alright, that is a sash actually as well, so that's right. So, and then we'll paint the casing of the bolter red as well, as I do all my bolters with a red base coat. Give it some colour so they look like the classical Space Marine bolters. It doesn't have to be too neat at the moment, it is just base coat, so you know, I'm just looking to paint this at the moment. On camera I forgot how I did it. Again, I put a bit too much on my brush there. I need my wet palette, but I can't find it. Really do need my wet palette, but I can't find the fucking thing. So that's the base material as decided to peel as well. So I'm basically going to try and repair this because this ain't going too well. So I'll see you in a second, guys, when we come back onto the next part of the video. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, I've just sorted that out and now we're going to continue with the next part of the tutorial. This will basically be the bit where I paint up the coat. Now if I can get my camera to stay still in one place, that would be absolutely fantastic. If not, I'm just going to flip. So the next colour you'll need to do this next part of the tutorial is, where the hell I put it, will be bleach bone, but I'll be using Vallejo game colour bone white, number 7204, because I know a lot of websites don't publish the names, they just do the colours, so if you ever want to buy it. So we'll be basically just painting this onto the inside of the trench coat, like so. So this is where you want to start being needed. This is one colour you don't want to get everywhere, because it can be quite of a bitch to cover up, as I've learned with some other models. So you just want to get... I'm hitting things off left, right and centre at this rate. You just want to get any nice skiff. I wouldn't go mad with this, because this is going to be washed anyway. Normally one coat is plenty for this sort of model. So just going to paint, what you're doing is paint the inside of the trench coat, like so, and I've just got it on somewhere I didn't want it to go. I seem my brush. Oh, God. Some of these models can be quite awkward to paint on camera. So with that now done, just to confirm, guys, that red bit I did paint is part of the sash for him. So it looks a bit tacky at the moment, but we'll begin to tidying up stage of the model towards the end. I'm trying to get my camera to stand up right. That probably work. So it's just over the areas like so. So I will now leave this to dry. I'll be back in a second. Okay, now guys, we're gonna begin by washing parts of the model now. So the colours you'll need first is Agrax Earthshade and Caraborg Crimson, the Citadel shades or washes. So we'll begin by washing the oil and non-oil. So we'll begin by washing all the red cloth in Crimson, Caraborg Crimson, I'll just call it Crimson Red or something, and just begin by applying that generously onto the red cloth. So that's the cloth done. Now we'll move on to applying Agrax Earthshade to the cloth. Make sure you close all your wash parts when I finish, guys, because I've spot mine many a times. And obviously the dogs decide to start barking when I decide to start recording, as usual. So I'll just apply this to all the cloth areas on the Mini, which have been painted in the bleach bone colour, like so. I wish those fucking dogs would shut up. Like so. So with that now finished, we'll now move on to painting the red on the back gun in non-oil. And the same time. So. And I missed the 2 cuffs on the arms, so I'll now paint those in red. And the crimson red wash, or what I keep forgetting its bloody name. But you heard me the first time, so that's that now. So with all the washing done for now, there'll be more to come. But that is basically some of the base colours ready to go. And now next we'll be moving on to painting the body armour. So the body armour will be a mix of Vallejo gunmetal, with Vallejo black. I'm not going to say the full name because it may offend some. And we'll mix those together in a 50-50 just to make a darker grey colour. And begin by applying this to the body armour of the Commissar. It's a bit too low, that is. This will be washed and highlighted, but like a darker armour. And these guys, that's still too dark by my standards. Than that. So just go over the entire body armour in this colour. Like so. Then we'll come back to that in a bit. I don't know if you can see that. That's not been painted in a dark silver. Next, we'll be painting up the gun in just pure gunmetal. Like so. So just paint the 2 slits on the side of the magazine. And I did not want to do that. Got distracted, and there's like these 2 raised edges on the side of the gun. Also paint them in that. And the raised edge on the side of this. And the gun barrel. This will just give it a bit of colour. I want to add, because the Commissar models can be quite barren, so I want to add as much colour to these as I can, but try and keep them original while having them standing up from the rest of the army. I have to do this bit off camera a minute. I'll do the underside of the barrel. Like so. So that's the gun now done. We'll now we'll paint up the buckle on the belt in the same colour. And there's a little skull. Leave the skull out till last, because the skull will be in a bleach bone colour like so. So that's what we've got so far. So next, I'll leave this to dry, and I'll see you in a second, guys. Thank you. Okay then, guys, for the next part, if my camera will focus, we're going to paint everything which will be gold with a base colour now, because we've done the armour, and we'll be using Mornfang Brown as the base coat for the golds. I find gold applies very nicely to brown base coats or backgrounds, so I find it, so I've always been doing it like this for years, and this is one way of doing it. You can just paint it straight on, but then I find it goes on a little bit too thick, and I'd rather have a one coat on this. There's a black belt buckle on there. The next thing we're going to paint gold, if I can see it on here. I don't know if it comes up on the camera, but there is a... Actually, no, did I do it on these ones? Yeah, it's the little... It is on there. It's the little skull emblem on the hat. But yeah. So, all that dries. I think we'll do the longer... I think we'll do... another base coat of Ashen and Grey, but this time this will be applied to these bits by here, underneath the Imperial Eagle by here. This will be painted, they're like leaves of some sort, so they will be painted in white. So that's that. And then while we're at it, we're going to pick out the white details on the helmet or hat. I said helmet before. So we'll put all the base colours down for the next load of white. And alright guys, just got to take a really close look at this. Okay, I may have to touch that up later. I think I got a bit on the red. And then with a smaller brush, with the Mornfang Brown again, wherever I put it, there's like these two like ribbons just above the visor on the hat. Cross by here. There's two of those, so I'll have to do this off camera a second just so I can do them enough. Delete that now because I've got all like so. So that's most of the base colours done for the details. For the final part of this video now, we're just going to apply some black wash to the metallics on the bolter, just to dull that silver down a bit. So this is quite a quick paint to do when you get into it, so it shouldn't really take such time to do this mini as it does with others, like that. So thanks for watching the first part of Let's Paint a Commissar, and I'll see you in the next part where we finish them off. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.